I'm Steve Wilson with Space Coast Daily. We're with contemporary Christian recording artist, singer, songwriter, worship leader, Matt Maher. Matt, welcome to Space Coast Daily.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Number one, how's the tour going?
It's going great. We're in the last weekend, so we're in the home stretch, and we're excited to be ending it in the southeast, especially this time of year. The weather's pretty fantastic, so it's not a white Christmas, but it's a warm Christmas, and we're happy with that.
Talk a little bit about a tour. What's some of the positives if you're looking at a tour from start to finish? What can you say, I can't wait to do this because I really enjoy this part of it?
I mean, I think you kind of have to love all of it. I mean, there's definitely challenges with anything that you do in life, and I think that most of us are in this though because we like the pace. You know, the pace of it can be hard and it can be grueling, but at the same time, there's a lot of joys that come from it. I think for us, for myself, you know, I love getting to travel the country and just to meet people in different churches and different communities and just kind of see up and close how songs that I've written and music that I've created, you know, that God's been able to use it to, I think, inspire people and bring them hope. And so doing a tour like this, it, you know, it's a bit of a pilgrimage in a way that you're on a journey, but along the way you end up having these encounters with people. I was just saying this during the meet and greet. It's like, to me, more and more the model of ministry that I feel like Jesus puts forward is the model set in the story of Emmaus. Mm-hmm. That it's God meeting with people on the way and meeting them in their disappointment and sort of having a conversation. And I think that's what happens with us. I think all the bands on this tour, you know, we started out one way, but life has happened, and each and every one of us, the different things have happened on the road, and we've, you know, had to pray for each other, had to, you know, pray for one another and console one another. Exciting things have happened while we've been on the road. So it's you know, it's a snapshot of life, and it becomes a way in which a group of people get sort of bonded together. Mm-hmm.
The Saints and Sinners album is one of my favorites because every song seems to be a little unique. I was in South Florida a few weeks ago covering an event, couldn't sleep at night. I must have listened to the entire album 3 times.
Oh, wow.
And I noticed at that time how different each song was. And they're all really good, but they're different. Mm-hmm. By design?
Yeah, each song, the album is structured to be kind of a journey from start to finish, to talk about the process of a soul waking up to God and then experiencing disillusionment, really through all the injustice in the world, but then having to sort of once again re-encounter Jesus in the midst of that disillusionment and find new life. And each of the songs were inspired by a different historical figure or quote or prayer throughout the history of the church. That's sort of hence the term Saints and Sinners, because it's sort of kind of playing on that notion that, you know, it's a quote from Oscar Wilde who said, you know, every saint has a past and every sinner has a future.
Mm-hmm. Because He Lives is really taken off. How is it determined which songs are released as singles off of an album?
Well, there's a record company with people that work there, and I would say that it's not scientific. It's very much, I think there's a huge spiritual element of it where the people all working there are all, you know, you want a song that's accessible and that's relatable, but you're also wanting a song that can emotionally speak to people. Mm-hmm. I think Because He Lives is definitely one of those songs.
When you perform concerts like you will be tonight and you have in the past, how do you come up with that balance? Everybody likes to hear their favorite. Your Grace Is Enough is as good a song as there is, period, in my opinion. But we also want to hear the new stuff. How do you come up with that, or that balance where...
You know, the best thing that I saw recently was Paul McCartney he would alternate between playing one new song and then he'd play Blackbird, and then he'd play another song, and then he'd play Yesterday. Of course, I haven't written any of those, but but I would say that taught me something a lot about, I think, pacing in terms of how you introduce new music. Most people are coming not because they've heard the record.
Yeah.
They're coming because they've heard a song on the radio, and that's the song they want to hear. And so, I think you kind of leave people. The goal is maybe leave people with the desire to dig in and listen to the listen to the rest of the record.
Yeah. We'd like to congratulate you on your recent Grammy nominations
you.
for Saints and Sinners and Because He Lives. Where were you when you first heard the news? And
I was on a tour bus.
how'd you feel?
I woke groggy because I just woken up. I was surprised. I honestly, I was actually nominated for 3. The only reason I bring that up is one of them is a great song that I got the honor of writing with Third Day to help finish Soul on Fire.
Yeah.
And it's just a great song.
Yeah.
I think at the heart, I always love great songs more than anything, and I think the thrill and the excitement of it is kind of replaced also by just this sense. I wrote about this later in the day. I said, when I get any sense of notoriety or accolade, I immediately think of all the people who have poured into me. I think of my band. I think of the people that help make the records, and I go, it's a bit weird that I'm getting singled out. But at the same time, it's a huge honor. I think more than anything, I've loved getting to go to the Grammys the past couple of years, and my wife and I really enjoy it. It's a great date night. So we're looking forward to hopefully getting to go back.
And the We Love Christian Music Awards are...
Yes, I saw that. It's kind
exciting.
of brand new. Yeah, I think it's really neat. So that was like I said, any kind of notoriety or honor, it doesn't really define you at all.
Right.
But I think it's a neat affirmation amongst your peers and amongst those in the music community and at large, and so it's exciting.
After the tour comes to a conclusion, can you rest and relax? What will Matt Maher be doing?
Well, I'm home for 2 days, and then I'm going back to New York for an ecumenical night of prayer at St. Paul's, the Apostle Church, and then I'm home for Christmas. And I'm going to Star Wars with my wife, and
Right.
and I'm gonna just waste time with my kids, and I look forward to doing that. My family's flying in from Phoenix for Christmas, so I'm looking forward to it. And actually, the big thing, I'm doing a tour on the West Coast in January, but my wife is due with baby number 3 in February, and so I'm taking all of February and March off. So
Wow.
yeah.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Continued success. We're all excited and anxious to hear the concert tonight, and we're all